Hello, this is StyleCon coming at you again today with another video. Smoking on this Cincillo. These are actually pretty good and hard to find. The tobacco company, they were offering these on a hell of a deal. I could not refuse. If you're into them, give them a try if you can find them. Excellent cigar. Now let's get into today's topic of discussion. And that will be TAG Heuer's new connected, that's the name for it, connected smartwatch that's being actually released today. I actually called the TAG Heuer boutique in the King of Prussia Mall outside of Philadelphia, just to ask them some general questions. I watched Hodinkee's video on it, which I will leave the link in the description. And it's actually very nice looking watch. I mean, it's like made of titanium, 47 millimeter case, if I remember correctly. Please do not hold me to all this info. The watch was just released today, and the gentleman at the boutique that I talked to said that they will be getting them in tomorrow, and they're going to actually have a launch party for them on Wednesday. So I might try to make a little trip down there just to show you guys what the watch looks like, if they'll let me film there, and depending upon what time they're going to show these watches. But I'm impressed. The one thing about the Hodinkee video that they didn't really mention, which they did, but they didn't give you the whole story. The watch is $1,500. With that, say if you want to trade that in 2 years down the road, they will give you your $1,500 back, plus you have to pay an additional $1,500, and they'll get you into a mechanical tag. But this watch is going to be a limited edition from the gentleman that I talked to at the boutique. He said the only way you'll be able to get this a limited edition watch is if you buy this particular smartwatch, which is, I think, is great. I did a video on this subject, which I'll leave in a link in the description for this one, about how watch brands are hoping these smartwatches take off because younger people aren't wearing, mechanical wristwatches or rich watches in general. They use their phones. So this is one of those things that's leading up to what I was talking about in that particular video, and I just hit on some of the subjects. These companies want people to get these smartwatches and then hope it's going to be that gateway drug that leads them into mechanical watches, and this is exactly what TAG Heuer is doing, what I was talking about in that video. They are offering you this smartwatch, which is expensive. I mean, it is $1,500, but at the end of 2 years of owning it, you have the option of trading it in for a mechanical watch for an extra $1,500 on top of that price. Now you're into it for $3,000, but you're going to have a limited edition Carrera that you can only purchase if you purchase this particular smartwatch, which I think is nice. So you don't have to worry about every Tom, Dick, and Harry having that particular watch. But I don't know how many, they're going to sell of this particular smartwatch. And when I did call, I did ask them about updates. That's the thing that concerns me. Like if you have an Android phone, and when Google comes out with a new operating system, sometimes it can be a nightmare. You might have to wait weeks or months to get the new update, and sometimes you don't get the updates at all. One thing I like about Apple is the fact that as soon as there's an update available, I have a couple Apple products, I get that information the day it's released. I get it, and that I do like. But I did talk to him because this was a major concern for me, and I don't know if it would be for you. But he said there's an app that you download to your phone when you go to use this watch, and the updates are sent out immediately to this app, and then they'll push it to your watch. So you won't be losing anything for these 2 years. I'm thinking, you know what, that's nice. I mean, I like the watch. If you get an opportunity to check out the links, for Hodinkee, check it out. See if I can find some pictures, but I was looking for that before I decided to make this video, and I couldn't really find any yet. It has that regular Carrera look. You can change the faces on there, to give it a different look every day if you want to do something like that, or if you're going to get one watch and you wear in different color clothes. You got a black suit on, which I think you could get away with wearing this watch. Or if you have a pair of jeans and a white shirt, you can actually change the face from like a black dial to a white dial. So there's going to be a lot of goodies with it. Hopefully I get to check it out. But if you guys are into this, I mean, it's a way to get into a luxury smartwatch And needless to say, it's a luxury watch that you will get your money back on, because most of these other watches, if you're buying a Samsung, an Apple Watch, when they come out with a new product, which they will, you're not going to get your money back. You know, that's a big selling point. That Apple Watch was at the cheap ones $349, and then it goes up from there. When they come out with the Apple Watch 2, they're not going to say, hey, bring this in. Now, you might be able to sell it on eBay or something like that. Or who knows, they might offer a program where you can do this, but you're probably going to take a loss, on the money. But with this particular watch, it's expensive, yes, for a smartwatch, but you will not be taking any L's. And if those of you that out there that don't know what L means, you're not going to take a loss, because you're going to get your $1,500 back. But you do have to add that extra $1,500 to get that new mechanical watch that they will be offering to people that particularly buy this smartwatch. And I'm going to cut this a little short, because actually I'm waiting to see this thing, and I might pick one up, because actually I plan on buying hopefully a couple watches between now and the end of this year. And that might be on the list, but I definitely want to check it out before I buy it. Once again, this is StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. As usual, if you like, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and as usual, I will see you in the next video.